Like many who start sober homes, Paul Gardner was inspired by his own experience with addiction and recovery.
If you told me 9 years ago this is what I would be doing, I would have laughed.
Gardner was general manager of a luxury hotel in Los Angeles, at the top of his game professionally, perhaps, but hitting bottom with alcohol.
When someone said to me, you should go to a sober living, I said, forget about it. I'm an adult. I don't need anybody telling me what to do.
But he did, and that life-changing experience in a sober home, combined with his background in high-end hotels, led him to see that something was missing in the sober housing world. The result? Theros House, a men's sober home in Lexington.
Our monthly fee here is $7,950, which is inclusive of a lot of different components, but it is certainly a high end. This is a multi-million-dollar home. We're at the center of Lexington.
In addition to 6 full-time team members, there's a vocational coach and nutritionist. Transportation is provided to recovery meetings and shopping. Most of the bedrooms are singles, but make no mistake, Theros House is no luxury spa resort.
We don't subscribe to the Netflix and popcorn plan of recovery.
Recovery meetings are mandatory, as are outside therapy and regular urine tests.
It is one strike and you're out. This is zero tolerance.
One thing that's very special about this place is a lot of us come through here, and when we leave, we're given the opportunity to stick around for certain things. Basically, onion, garlic.
Stephen Brand spent 6 months here getting sober in 2017. Now he comes back to Theros House twice a week, taking guys down to Wilson Farm where they buy ingredients for dinner.
God, I'm looking for flavored oils.
And not just any dinner. Brand was the head chef at the former Cambridge restaurant upstairs on the square.
Sometimes in recovery, it's vital to help others. For one, it helps them, but really it helps me. Just relating to another human being and remembering where I was then.
Camaraderie and connection just might be the secret sauce that all good sober homes provide, just as vital whether they're in Lexington, Dorchester, Falmouth, or Fitchburg.
It's so crucial. You got a guy upstairs who's going to pick another guy up who's getting off of work. One needed a ride to the doctor, so the other one gave him a ride, and he covered all his doctor's appointments today. That stuff wouldn't be happening if they were by themselves. That's the priceless commodity that you don't get when you don't allow them to congregate together.
Back at the Rise Above house in Lynn, Leanne considers herself living proof that living together with other recovering addicts can be a life changer.
If you had given me a crystal ball 4.5 years ago when I was sitting in detox, I would have never told you this was going to be the outcome. You could have shown me and I wouldn't have believed it.
Yes.
Today, as house manager, she says she's privileged to witness lives changing one day at a time before her eyes.
It is like the biggest blessing to move these girls in literally with some of them had 0 days clean and sober. And I've seen them get years, I've seen them progress, I've seen them get their kids back, their families back in their lives. It's the biggest blessing. It's the most beautiful thing I could see.
And Paul Gardner of the Theros House says he recognizes that the costs are high, but also that running a full-time operation in Lexington is expensive.
Yeah, and there's also a segment of the population that might not go to sober living if it weren't for a place like Theros House. Actually, they have a waiting list more often than not, and they've already opened a second house in Lexington for people that are a little bit further along in their recovery. So there is a need, and they are filling it, and they're finding people to join them. That is Chronicle for tonight. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Anthony Everett.
I'm Shayna Seymour. Have a good one.